Marian, what bit of advice would you give to any student who would like to get into software design?
I'd say the biggest advice I'd give is to just stay open. Don't get an idea about, as David said earlier on, it's very easy to get pigeonholed. Just stay open to sort of any sort of opportunities. One of the senior managers in SAP said to me a few years ago, we have like a program where you get a mentor and stuff like this, and what he said to me was always say yes. And by doing that, like every year in my job, I've changed sort of the area I'm working in and things like that, you know, because I've always said if something comes up, I'm like, oh well, I'll take that, you know what I mean? I'll give that a shot. It's new and it could be, you know, new things can be scary, but generally when you take them on, it leads you somewhere, you know, somewhere fairly interesting, you know.
So is it that fresh and interesting and diverse element to your job that you love most, or
Yeah,
what is it?
I think so, yeah, definitely. I mean, I'm very, very sort of, I wouldn't still be there if I was doing the same thing the last 5 years.
Sure.
You know, there's not a hope. If I wasn't traveling a lot, I wouldn't be there, you know what I mean? Because I wouldn't stay in the same place, you know, I'd get too sort of antsy about things. And by saying yes and by just taking opportunities, you get into new areas and new technologies. The area I'm working in now, it's in-memory database technology, so it's brand new. It's the idea literally only came about in the last 2 years. I got into it early because I just said, okay, yeah, I'll see what that's about. And now because of that, I'm traveling to different places and giving training in different locations and giving training to customers, you know.
Excellent.
So I'd say the biggest advice is, like he said to me, just say yes to things.
Great. And Marian, you're very much involved in the recruitment side of it, but what is it that you love about your job?
Well, what I love about my job is placing people in really great jobs, and I think technology is one of those areas that's so fresh, and you know, people I place in a job, I talk to them 12 months later and they've made something that's, you know, helping somebody else. So I think that's the best part of my job. But listening to what my candidates say to me, why they love technology, is number one, obviously they're making something for the future, they're changing the way things are done, but beyond that, the lifestyle that can be had within a technology company. I mean, we've touched upon, you know, getting up later and going in, having that work-life balance. You know, you go in, you can get your breakfast, dinner, tea given to you, you get to travel with your job, it's casual environment, there's PlayStations, Xboxes, foosball tables, you know, it's a really cool environment. So I'd say, you know, if you're looking for somewhere fresh and somewhere where, you know, you can bring your personality to your job, technology is definitely a career for you.
Right. And you'd agree with that, David? You touched earlier that you can come in when you like, and there's nice flexibility around
it's
it.
Fantastic work-life balance, and as well, there's huge opportunities. I mean, technology's not going anywhere tomorrow, so if you can find something you're good at, and if you're driven, I mean, you can go anywhere in the world. You can do whatever you want within technology. There's no stopping you at all.
Great. So the world is your oyster.
Yeah.
And Ciara, just a final note, I suppose, as to what exactly you love about your job.
I love working with the different teams, like I was saying before, about the testing team, the design team, and the user interaction team.
Mm-hmm.
And like just I love as well learning new things all the time, and I love the flexibility of working for a multinational corporation. It's like you were saying, you have flexi time, you have like subsidized canteen, you have like lots of like charity goes along with in HP, like you can, with cancer, I think last week for Daffodil Day, we organised a lunch for half the day and like had people coming in, and it's a really nice working environment.
There's a nice sense of community involvement for these big multinational companies.
And the money always helps as well. It pays extremely well, and the benefits that come along with it. I think a lot of people don't understand that this is probably the best paid sector of our economy at the moment, and that's not going to change either. So it's where the cash is. Would you agree?
And there was never a dip either. I mean, SAP have hired, you know, they've been hiring the last 5 years. You know, there hasn't been a slowdown. It's always hiring. You know.
So there's a demand, and we need to supply it.
Yeah.